Hello friends, welcome to Predictive Voice AAC. I was in hospital a little while ago, and what I'm going to do is demonstrate a quick thing. This is the hook.
Hello. Goodbye. Yes. Excuse me, please. I need help. This is an emergency.
Okay, so what is this? I've got a buddy, bricklayer, about my age. I met him in hospital when I was getting my kidney stones looked at, and he unfortunately had his larynx taken out at the hospital. I felt really bad, because we all need to communicate. It's a really important thing. And what I decided to do was, I'm on the chats with him. I'm checking in on him. I'm seeing how he is. I went to visit him while I was at the hospital last time for my checkup. And I can feel his frustration. I can feel his need to communicate. And I mean this in no form of disrespect, but his handwriting, I can't read it. It looks like bird scratchings, and it takes him a really long time to type texts on his phone. I got him while we were sharing the same sort of area in the hospital. He was using Google Translate, which I helped him sort of set up to be able to at least communicate, use the speaker button to speak the words, allow nurses to speak into it, all that kind of stuff. It was really good because he had a couple of Polish fellas and people from different backgrounds in the other beds. So he was able to use Google Translate to communicate with them, and that was great. However, it was frustrating him. And every time I'd start texting with him, his responses are, I can't believe how fast you type. Reason is, I don't type, I use my voice. And it's really important that, for me, it would make me feel better to do something altruistic. I've been unemployed for a little while now. The best use of my time is to help people where it's needed, if I can. There's an old lady who was trying to open a bin. She had a bunch of veggie stuff that she was doing some gardening, but she's an old lady. She couldn't lift the bin lid. So I just stood there and helped her out. And I said, look, can I just hold the bin lid open for you while you empty your bags? Whatever it is that helps people, even if it's a day-to-day thing, just one good deed every day, I'm all for it. And this is a big one, which I hope A, that it's useful. I hope B, it might be a bit simpler than some of the solutions out there. I try to investigate something called AAC, augmented augmented communication, adaptive augmented communication. Anyway, basically tools that are designed to help people talk. So because of Paul's particular case with the handwriting and the extremely slow texting and him saying, my arm's bloody sore from all this texting, I wanted a solution that was simple for him. So starting with the important stuff, your quick go-tos, I have AI enabled this thing and it's free, okay? And I'll get into how that works. What I want is A, for people to tell me if it's useful, B, if they have people who need this, pass it on to them. It's completely free. I'm not asking for money. I do have a little, if you feel like supporting the developer, then that would be nice, but I definitely do not want money for something that people need. Okay, you should never have to pay for something that is a necessity. And truth be told, I did this last night. It took me about 4 hours to get the example, another 4 hours this morning while I was in bed, sweating like a pig in this heat in London. I thought I'd never hear those words said ever. So let me demonstrate some more of how this works. I'll show you how to link it up to your AI for free. It uses a super fast AI, and what it does, as you can see here, it says AI is on. You won't see that lit green unless it is. It uses GPS for your location context. It knows enough about where you are. I'm at a cafe, I'm at a park, I'm at Walmart. I think it doesn't really matter which country you're in, it'll figure out where you are, give you context. It'll enable context to the conversations that you're having in a particular space. You have a tab here that is called Environments and Scenarios. It basically just gives you a very standard list in the beginning. I was playing with custom settings where, I'm at church and I want to be able to say praise the Lord. So if you're at home, right, and you don't want to have to type, now, okay, I will mention this works on your phone, it works on your tablet. You can flip it horizontal, you can flip it vertical, it'll work on that, it'll work on your laptop. It does need an internet connection, or at least your cell phone data, enough that the app is not actually a downloadable thing. So it'll never hack you, completely secure. It's basically just a web interface to a database that lives somewhere. It uses an AI API key. It's a very secure connection to something that you're not going to pay for anyway. Your account's not going to get hacked. If it does, you make another account, another Google account, get yourself another API key, boom, you keep going. So let's say you're at home and you don't want to type, or you can start by typing and it'll try to predict the rest of your thing. There's a couple of modifications that I need to make to the app. I know I talk too much. Let me just show you. So I'm at home. As you can see, it's thinking about the next thing. So I want. Okay, so immediately you can kind of say, I want tea, coffee, sleep. I want to read, shower, bathroom, walk. I can get more words. Talk, walk, think, hope, guess. Some of these might be a little bit generic. I think when I said, basically, one of the things that I need to improve was when it was thinking about the next contextual thing, because it's not just taking the next word after this one, it's using the AI to say the sentence structure feels like this, the next possible words would be X, Y, Z. And I said, well, there was a word there that I wanted to use, but it disappeared because once it's finished thinking, it refreshed the list. Can you just have them continue to populate downwards so I can still find that word that I was after, because that was a good word. So I want to watch, if you're fast, if you've got fast fingers, then you can get in before the thing sort of refreshes. I want to watch television. And then you can, okay, fair enough. A lot of you younger folk and people can probably use your swipe keyboard. You probably have the little voice box installed. The younger generations are going to benefit. My buddy Paul, he's a bit older. The surgery to have that thing installed is, it carries a lot of risk. They told him that there is a risk of things getting worse, potential death. He might not wake up. There's no guarantee that it'll even work at his age. So this is one of the few options that he has, and the fear is real. It's a big risk. So I hit the speak button.
I want to watch television.
Great. Now, what I was initially doing was I was getting it to automatically disappear or wipe that sentence, and I was testing it, and on the phone it was kind of infuriating me a little bit, because sometimes maybe you won't get heard the first time, you want to say it again, or you want to turn up the volume because your phone was on mute for whatever. If you want to, you can click the back button. You can, I think on the phone version, you can actually, if you hold down one of these words.
Add it now to top menu.
Yeah, if you hold down one of your words, you can add them as a favorite to the top thing. If you hold it down here, you can remove it.
Removed now from top menu.
Cool, huh? So it has a bit of a context memory, so it'll remember the last conversations you had. The more you use certain sentences, it'll start to remember them as, hey, these are the popular things that you keep repeatedly saying over and over again.
I want to watch television.
So maybe at some point later it'll sort of go, oh, you use this phrase quite often. Here it is as like a persistent kind of memory. Look, the app's not perfect, but it's a good start. Let me walk you through the AI settings. So the instructions are here for anyone that's not very familiar with AI. It's simpler than it looks. It directs you to a thing called Google AI Studio. If you don't have a Google account, that's fine. You can make one. It's free. You go to Google AI Studio. Go through the process. Don't sign up for anything. Don't agree to give it money for anything. The Gemini Flash model is what it uses. Flash is the fastest model. It is I think it's like GPS enabled. That's what the underlying kind of architecture is that it's using here. It's meant to be completely free. And I think you get something like 1.5 million tokens of context. So that should last you days. It's about 3, 4, 5 novels. I think it's even more. I think it's like 50 books actually. So you should, fingers crossed, be able to communicate all day, every day, non-stop using this thing. So what you do is you get an API key. So it says here, go to the Google AI Studio, sign in with your Google account. Click the blue API key button, which should appear somewhere in the corner of the thing. Copy the long string of letters and numbers and paste it below. So basically, it'll come up with like a little 2 square boxes, which is the copy box. It'll remember that. You'll see a little thing on your phone or wherever you want to use this, say copied to clipboard. You pop it in here, you'll get a green tick, verified. If you go back to the sentence builder, you'll see a little box here, flash green. That's it telling you, I'm connected to the AI now. And if you hit the memory button on the phone, it takes you essentially just to a dedicated memory page with all your persistence things. You can change the context. You can set a custom context, which is what I was testing before. You can say, I'm at church, right? And then it'll basically contextualize all the stuff you want to say at church, or basically have a conversation about that. I haven't tested it to see if the context actually works on more than just one word. So let's say I'm hungry and I'm at a fast food place. Obviously, this is not the best example because this is designed to save you from having to type so much stuff on your phone. But if you need more context, hopefully it gives you more sophisticated information. So it says here, it comes with the usuals. I want, I need, order, burger, meal, pay, medium sauce, takeaway, show more words. Yeah, so there's your basics. So can I, I think once you start constructing those, let's do a little test. So let's say can, I wanted to click I. Can I? I guess that's the only sort of thing is having the intelligence connected compromises your speed a little bit. But I think that the intelligence is meant to help you achieve the sentence that you need. So can I, let's say, again, this is sorting it by the most likely word you want to use. So because I want to say, can I eat here? So normally someone would say, can I get extra sauce or something like that? Or can I share? Can I taste? But because it's not here yet, so can I get? No, can I eat? So I guess, yep. And if you were typing, you'd hit spacebar and it would remember that word already. And there it goes. It's sort of it did predict what I was going to say. Can I eat here? So if one of the words is missing, it'll probably figure out what it is, where it is that you're going with this. So can I eat here? Can I eat outside? Can I eat inside? Can I eat soon? Please, today, if you want to complain. Can I eat here? I did consider giving it grammatical things like full stops, commas, exclamation marks, question marks, but I think it's just more buttons. This has to be elegant, sleek, simple, and it just has to work. So, fellas, let me go to settings. So, how the invisible features work. GPS context. So the app silently asks your browser for your location, then asks a free database, which is OpenStreetMap, what kind of building you're in, like a hospital, a supermarket, to change your vocabulary. If it's grayed out, ensure you click Allow Location in your browser pop-up. That's if you're using the browser version. You can run this off your browser. You don't have to install an app. There in the settings, which you'll see down below, you can install it on your phone. But basically, that's just a shortcut or a bookmark. It still pings the browser. It still goes through the same funnel. It's not actually installing anything on your phone. It's just copying. It might give you a little bit more memory of your conversations and stuff if you do have it on your, on your device. It'll work vertical, horizontal. It'll flip. Time context. AI reads your local clock, so it knows to suggest breakfast in the morning, sleep at night. Its memory it is a knowledge graph. When you speak a sentence containing a permanent fact, I am allergic to peanuts, the AI saves it locally to your device forever to improve future predictions. I would love some feedback on that to see if that's actually true. Like, if you have a grandkid called Timmy, pop that in there. It should remember those kind of things. I'm not going to believe that until someone says, hey, it works. And that might be something useful to actually sort of maybe hard code. Like I might actually put like a little about me section, say allergies, and that might be a section that could appear in there. If that's a feature you guys would like, let me know. Look, guys, again, I built this specifically for Paul. His need cases were quite specific. What I saw from the AAC searches that I did for him, knowing he's a Luddite, I'm a bit of I wouldn't call myself a wizard, but I'm more native to the digital stuff. I went searching for AAC devices. I was recommending, hey, Paul, I can make a t-shirt for you with a bunch of words. Like you can have your pub shirt to say, I need beer, or whatever. And I said it jokingly, but it's not a bad idea that he can just point to his shirt and he can have the rude stuff on the bottom as another layer. I was thinking maybe giving him some palm cards saying, I can't speak, I need blah, as a quick thing. I see a lot of those, but they seem quite basic. This feels like it could be more sophisticated. And we live in an age of amazing technological potential. I think that there's a lot that we can do to help people. And communication is so important. Now, at the moment, it still defaults to system voices. I think the system voices are a safety thing based on the phone or the device that you're on. Each device is going to have a different voice available to it. I only have Android stuff at the moment, so my Mac laptop is different. But if you guys have a specific device issue, let me know. I'll see if I can figure that out. There's an unfiltered mode. So if you want to have an adult conversation and you want to have some swear words available to you, maybe you want to express your road rage because you haven't had the ability to for a while, you can go to unfiltered mode. By default, it should be off. There's a simple guide if you want to remember what the thing can do. If you do want to support your developer, there is a link there. I don't want your money unless you want to. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so there is other stuff. There is some limited language support. Spanish, French, okay? That took a little bit of figuring out to actually get this working. Italian, I think there's Portuguese, what is this? Chinese, Japanese, Korean. Some of these things might not actually be like properly translating. Some of these things might be phonetic, but I think I've finally patched it enough that I can get translation going. Because my buddy Paul, he was using Google Translate. And that was his mode of communication. I thought, you know what? Because there is a category here, which is travel and airport, and it starts to say things like, okay, so if we go down to the basics, okay, so if I want to say where, so it doesn't come up with where, and what I might need to do is add one row of words for the next word suggestions is who, what, where, why, when. Those are the main 5 words that are critical to most kind of needs that we have. Who, what, where, why, when. Start with any of those and you should be able to get a good conversation going. Because right now I want to say, where is the gate? When is the flight? So that's something that I'm going to add probably today or tomorrow. Yeah, so as you can see, you can, for now, this is literally like the day after I built this thing, or the same day that I basically just put the final touches on it. And it's never going to be the final touches because once more people use it, they're going to need more. What I don't want to do is I don't want to sacrifice the integrity of its functionality. It's simple. It's got to be simple. It's got to be effective. It's got to be quick enough to use. And I'm hoping that a lot of the smart stuff can be under the hood, that you guys don't have to worry about it too much. It's just got one job. It has to do that job well. Cool. Oh, I was going to demonstrate translation. So let's say you're in Spain and you want to say flight status, right? You're talking to someone and you say flight status. And it's someone that maybe speaks, let's say, German. Oh, Italian. Whoops. So it's written it up here, Stato del Volo. Did I press it?
Stato del volo.
It's in Italian. Hopefully it actually translated it correctly. I think it did. So there you go. So you can use it to translate things while you're here, and it'll keep your language in the bottom. You'll see the translation at the top. It may just take a moment to think about it, but it should help you. Again, I think translation also happens, I hope.
I need help.
No,
This
just-
is an emergency.
Let me know if you guys think that might be something you might need, is if you hit the emergency button just to cycle through every language, ayudo, all that kind of stuff. That might be, I don't know, you guys let me know what you think is important. Maybe if you hit the emergency button, it can go immediately to one of these categories like police or hospital or something, but you have things there, right? You have things here that you can pick. Yeah, I guess I won't know unless you guys have a situation that you need something sorted for. Again, it's got to be something that works for everyone. I know I said that I based this on Paul's needs, and I think that his needs are quite fundamental. I don't want to call it basic needs, but they are, basic needs are important needs. So let us know. Let me go back to the settings. Fallback system voices. Okay, great. Some of these are a bit silly. It does tell you whether they're male and female voices or if they're just other kinds of voices. For the phone app, I think there might be a little bit more limited choice, but that's kind of interesting. What else was there? I thought I added, you might see some more, that's right. Now there is more functionality on your phone, because in the settings on your phone, you can share this app with a friend. It'll sort of say, hey, do you want to send this link to someone on WhatsApp or whatever? So if you have a friend that needs help, send them the app. Again, scrolling up, there is a how to install on your device. Again, it doesn't actually, it copies something to it copies like not a package, it's like it's basically just a funnel with a bit of storage on your phone so that it remembers what you type into it, but it doesn't install anything that isn't already verified by the phone itself. If it uses a Google Chrome bookmark, I think, for your desktop, something like that, and for your Apple, it does something similar through Safari, I think, to install an icon on your desktop, and then it works the same way that Google Translate or whatever does. It's free. Don't pay for it. There is a Buy Me a Coffee link if you feel like buying me a coffee, but not required, not requested. I mean, you know what I mean. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I really hope this is helpful. I did it for a friend, and maybe some other people will get more use out. Oh, no, sorry, I lied. There is something here that I'm tinkering with, and it's not on this page, but it might be on the phone. I had a grayed out section You know what? I removed it because chances are of it working in the near-term future would not work. But there is something called ElevenLabs. It's an AI voice model. You can create, design, or use a voice that it has in its library. You can tailor it to your specifications. I think it has some more sophisticated settings for emotion, cadence, that kind of stuff. That's a looking far down the line possibility. The problem with ElevenLabs, it's a monthly charge, it uses tokens. The amount of communication you guys are going to be needing day by day, you're going to run your credits in less than a day, and those guys charge monthly. So what I think is, if this service gets enough of a following, it's not a paid app, it's completely free. And if a bigwig at a big corpo, tech giant who have trillions of dollars want to feel altruistic and help some people out for the good of humanity, help people communicate again, maybe we'll be able to get some more support from a big tech giant. And then we will hear you roar, my friends. Okay, that's it from me. I'm out of here. It was a little hobby project that I did for a friend. If anyone likes it, please use it. It's free. I'm going to link a thing in the thing. It'll work on any laptop, and then you can pop it onto whatever device you want. If you're on a device, then just put the link in your click on the link in your device, and it'll take you to just Firebase or whatever it is that it's hosted on. It's some trusted, secure platform. Let me know. Good luck. Cheers. Thanks. Bye.